Hey, and welcome to Worlds Collide, the podcast about moving abroad. I am your host, Viktoria, and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here today. So, before we start, I just wanted to let you know that there are 3 ways how you can support the podcast. The first one is subscribe. So just push the subscribe button wherever you listen to the podcast. The second way is you could just leave a 5-star rating wherever you listen to the podcast. That would be great because that always increases the listenership. Or leave a comment if that is possible in your app. And then there is a third way. It's buy me a coffee. So you can chip in whatever amount you feel like. And the link is in the show notes, but it's also buymeacoffee.com/worldscollidepod. And there you can just chip in whatever you feel comfortable, whatever you want. Just buy me a coffee. That would be awesome. And now I want to come to this week's episode. My guest was Dr. Elefant Yanni, and she now lives in Singapore, but she's originally from Switzerland. But she is also, as you heard, a doctor. Well, more closely, she is a psychiatrist, and she will talk about her 3D human therapy, and we talk about her user guide, which will help you to be happier, which is always super useful, especially when you're an expat, but also always. All right, I don't want to take away anything from our conversation, but here she is. Here is Dr. Elefant Yanni. Okay, my guest today is Dr. Elefant Yanni. And hi, how are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you for the invitation, Victoria. I'm very pleased to meet you today and to be on your podcast.
Oh, thank you so much. So tell me, where are you calling from?
Actually, I'm in Switzerland. It's the end of my holidays, but I live and work in Singapore. So, yeah.
Thanks.
In fact,
thanks for making the time.
My daughter and my grandson are here, so you can imagine I'm very pleased to spend some time with them.
Of course, yes. So they don't come visit you, you go visit them? Or both, vice versa?
Oh, both way.
Yes. Okay, so and you are also from Switzerland originally?
Yes. I was born in France, but most of my life I live in Switzerland. And my grandparents were also already in Switzerland when I was a baby. So it's like more Swiss citizen than French citizen anyway.
Of course, yes. But and are you in the from the French part in Switzerland?
Yes. Most of my life I live in Geneva. But now I think Geneva is really too difficult to live, in the fact that, I mean, I will say it's become dirty and not so pleasant. People are a little aggressive. So I will say I prefer to be in the countryside. If you heard about Gstaad and Gruyère, I live just between them.
Yeah. Okay. And
in the
so
Swiss mountain.
In the Swiss mountain, that sounds really nice. I mean, it's very picturesque, I imagine. But what brought you then to Singapore?
Oh, it was my third countries. First, I live in Canada. Then I live in Korea. And after that, I live in Singapore.
Okay.
So
you didn't... Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it was not the first stop, I will say.
Okay. And so you really did not want to stay in Switzerland. You really wanted to move somewhere else.
The fact is, after 17 years at the University of Geneva, I thought that if I wanted to have any chance to become a practitioner, a psychotherapist, I had to move. So I moved my family to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter went to McGill. And before I went to Canada, Canadian people, they say, "Oh, no problem. You have all the diploma, you can work and everything." But when I was in the country, I had to redo all my courses, all my
Oh no.
diploma. So even if I try for some years, at the end I say, "Okay, we move." Okay, and
Okay. Oh
the
no.
the fact is that my daughter had a grant to go to Yonsei University in
Mm-hmm.
Seoul. So I said, okay, I follow. First, I went for 1 month. And after I liked Korea a lot. And I say,
Uh-huh.
okay, I'm moving here. And I
Okay.
work at the Jewish Community Center for
Mm-hmm.
like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I love Korea. Okay.
Yeah.
Truly, because for me it was really a great discovery, and I had the chance to meet a nun and to become friend with a nun there. So I had the chance to do a lot of meditation, lot of temple stay, but not for tourists, mostly
Yeah.
for the community,
Mm-hmm.
temple community. And I really enjoy it. I still have a lot of affection for Korea. I was there something like 4 months ago. I spent
Okay.
1 month and a half visiting my friends, and I truly love this country.
Oh
The
yeah. How
the only thing that they don't have psychologists. So after a while, I needed a little more patience, and so I moved to Singapore.
okay, so how come so is it not in their culture that they use therapists?
In fact,
Or
they don't have psychologists. In Korea, they don't have psychologists. You have other psychologists on the American base
mm-hmm.
because they
Yeah,
are here to work with militaries. But
sure. Yeah.
the fact is that if you have a lot of American teachers going there to teach English, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of those young people, they need help. Okay, and they don't have
Mm-hmm.
anything in Korea. Okay, so it was a good thing for me to be there at that time
Mm-hmm.
because I was able to work with a lot of people and also families and children of some
Mm-hmm.
expats. Okay,
Yeah.
and this is how I was able to go out of my academic career
Yeah,
and
yeah. Okay, sure.
begin a psychotherapist career. And
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Singapore, and I mean, it was nice. It was really nice, and I'm happy in Singapore. I cannot say something different. I was not so happy during the COVID crisis. Okay,
Of
so I had
course,
to
nobody was
move.
happy. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had to move to Switzerland for a few months. In fact, a little more than a year. Uh,
Okay.
to avoid to be injected because I didn't want it. And
Mm.
now it's fine. Now everyone is happy. Nobody speak about it anymore. It's like we forget. I don't forget exactly, but okay,
But
still
life goes
fine.
on, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't forget. Okay, I don't.
And how come you ended up then in Singapore from Korea? Was it just like, oh, I just gonna go to the next country there because they need therapists, or?
In fact, it was also because when my daughter finished Yonsei University with
Mm-hmm.
all diploma,
Uh-huh.
the question was working. And working in Korea for women, no, not possible.
Yeah.
When you have the diploma at the Korean university, you can stay in the country and work, but
Mm-hmm.
the culture is still quite machist. Okay,
Ah,
so
okay.
she didn't work to work in Korea, so she said, I'm going for an internship in Singapore. Do you want to follow? And
Ah, okay.
I went there, and okay, I was not able to move as quick as she did. Okay, because I still
Mm-hmm.
had some patients I needed to
Mm-hmm.
follow in Korea. But after some, I think it was something like 6 months, I was able to join her. I asked for EP, a working pass, and I was accepted. So I was able to work, and it was really easy to get everything installed and everything running to
Okay.
run the psychotherapist office. So truly, Singapore is really a nice place to work. And also,
Okay.
I want to say something. At the time when we were in Korea, it was very difficult to find any Western food.
Oh, what? The Western food. Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I love Korean food, but I don't love Korean food every day.
Every day. Yes. Uh-huh.
So we were very happy because in Singapore, when we arrived, we had everything. Okay, all kind of
That's
food. It was paradise.
everything.
Okay, so
Yes. Uh-huh.
Seoul changed a lot. Now you have more, I will say, worldwide restaurants like Italian, Japanese, of course, but also German, whatever food you want. But at that time, it was really difficult.
Okay.
And it was really pleasant to arrive in Singapore and having like the world open for us. Because
Sure. Yes.
Singapore is really a melting pot. Okay, you have
So
people
it.
from
Oh, okay.
all
So it's
over the world.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. That,
Uh-huh. Did,
tell me.
did you did you acclimate to the climate because it's like humid, right?
Yes, hot
And
and
really hot.
hot and humid. You can bet with, I will say, 90% chance that every evening it's raining.
Okay.
Okay,
It's raining all the
but
time.
it's hot and humid. So true, at the beginning it was a little difficult. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but with time I think it's easier. I will not say it's easy, but it's
Yeah.
easier. Mhm.
It's easier. Yes, you
Yeah,
get used to it a little bit more.
yeah, and
Yes,
also
it doesn't bother you.
yeah, and also it's not. I mean, of course, if I go for a green walk outside, I will prefer to wait end of the afternoon. Okay, not
Yeah.
at lunchtime.
Not at 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you live in aircon with the aircon, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
you have
Sure.
to adapt. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. And so I want to ask you about the therapy then that you did. Was it um, did you do it then online, or how did you start? Like, how did you get your foot in the door? Like, what were your first steps? How did
Okay.
you open the practice?
I, I found a place, and I will make some publicity for them because they are really nice. It's
Uh-huh.
called Scott Center. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can rent the office by hour. So
Ah.
when you arrive and you still don't have a lot of patients, it's really nice. And
Mm-hmm.
after you can have a different price for depending the number of hours that you take. But I have to say that it's really professional. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, Swiss rigor, I like when it's square.
Okay.
So
Yes. Uh-huh.
working with them was really agreeable. Okay.
Mm.
Now it's a little different because I work online. Okay. And I don't want to change my way because like this, I can work the same way if I am in Singapore or if I'm in Switzerland or if I'm going in Italy. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
okay, the COVID crisis was not nice. Okay, and when I had to go back to Switzerland, I was thinking, okay, it's the end. I cannot see my patient anymore. And for
Mm-hmm.
some months, I didn't know what to do. I received message, people asking for to go on with the therapeutic process,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know how to do it. And my daughter, who is working in social media, told me, do it online. A lot of people are
Yeah.
doing it online. So I begin to work online. But
Mm-hmm.
now I don't want to change my way.
Yeah,
I
now you
love
really
it.
like it.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have to say something because a lot of people, they don't understand. You know, before when I was working in the office, from time to time, because in Singapore people move a lot for their job or for holidays or anything, from time to time I was giving online session. But at
Mm-hmm.
that time, I always thought that, yes, it's nice as a temporary measure, but we still have to meet in the office.
Mm-hmm.
This was my idea. And when I begin to work only online, okay, I discover
Yeah.
something interesting. The therapeutic process is the same. Okay,
Oh
it's
yeah, look.
absolutely similar.
Yeah.
So you can really do your therapy online. It's not like, oh, but the therapeutic process will not be so good. No, everything is fine. The quality of the therapeutic process is absolutely the same. And
Uh-huh.
even for me, it was a discovery. But now I know. So, okay.
And do you think that is also for you the same as the therapist, as the patient as well? Like, do you also think for you it's the same way?
Um, I think so. I think so. I need to see the people. Okay. I need to read their body language. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But I is still working. I can still understand a lot of things, seeing them, even if they don't speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
So surprising, but yes, it's
But
working.
it always helps if you see the face, though, right? Because
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
when we do podcast recordings and my guest has like a black screen, it's really hard sometimes to follow the conversation. Even if it's
Absolutely.
interesting, but it's so much easier when you have a face in
Absolutely.
front of you.
But even when you speak with your parents abroad, okay,
Yeah.
if you see their face, you can understand more. Okay. For example, maybe they will say, yes, I'm fine. But you see, it's not the case. Okay. They don't
Mm-hmm.
look fine. Okay. So
Yeah.
you have much more information, unconscious information, okay, with
Mm-hmm.
the face. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is something really interesting. And when I say unconscious information, okay, we have to understand how we are working. Okay, we live in two spaces. We have the affect space and the thinking space. The
Mm-hmm.
affect space has a monitoring system, always ongoing. Okay, and it read a great number of information in your environment and also inside, and resume it in no time as an affect, what you
Mm-hmm.
feel. Okay. So for
Yeah.
example, when you see the face of someone, okay, you can see things that you don't think about, but you
Mm-hmm.
get the information. Okay.
Yeah.
It's with the rest of the stimuli. But this information is really, how can I say, visceral. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it's something you don't think about, but you know about.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we are born, this affect process is
Mm-hmm.
already working. But of course, we have to develop our thinking representation space. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's interesting because most of the people, they ignore this part, which is really the biggest part of our life. Okay, the unconscious part. We always say, oh, the conscious part is small. Yeah, but what is the unconscious part? The unconscious part is this quantic system. Okay, because it's working in no time, and from there you have this blossoming in the three bodily dimensions of tension, activation, and proto-representation, which is um, belly feeling of well-being or malaise. Okay, and from those information, okay, you know your situation. It's a survival mechanism. For example, if you go to a meeting, you open the door, right away you have information. And this information can tell you, oh, it's good or it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay? And in
That's
any
right.
situation, okay, maybe you walk on the street and suddenly you feel something. I will not go this way. Let's go this way better. Okay? You don't know why, but your good feeling tell you, no, don't go this way. No good. Okay? And another example is you go to cross the street between two cars, but suddenly you jump back. You don't know why. You jump back. And at the same time, you're asking yourself, why did I jump back? You see a scooter passing by. You didn't see it, but your system see it.
It's just, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's really important to understand how we function. And we function with these two spaces. And the problem for a lot of people is they have some unresolved issues that make them cut the bridge between those two spaces. So it's becoming like an internal conflict and a lot of indecision. And in fact, very often it's become in the early childhood because the caregiver was not mentally available. Okay, for example, she was depressed, or she was worried for different things, so she was not mentally available, and the infant react like he's abandoned. Okay, like his survival is in question. So he has a very big anger, but is at the same time all power. If he put this anger on his caregiver, what happens is killing his parents or destroying the world, all power. So he tried to control this anger, to keep it inside, and when he grew up, it's becoming the monster anger. A lot of people speak about the monster anger. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you don't want to feel the anger because you are afraid to lose control and to be overwhelmed, you cut the bridge with your feelings.
Yeah.
Okay? But the thing is, in your feeling space your feeling space is also the source of your vital energy. So when you cut the bridge, okay, after some time you feel like a zombie, like a fraud in your own life.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the solution here is, in one way, to diminish the anger so you can face it as an adult, and instead of trying to control yourself always, you begin to trust you, to love you, and at the end of the system, you are self-confident, which is maturity and also psychological independence. Because when you cannot trust yourself, because at any time the monster anger can come out, so you need to control it. Okay, you cannot trust your own opinion. You always need an external validation.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you cannot trust yourself. You have no self-confidence. So you're stuck here. Okay, and the indecision is, I cannot trust myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know what my opinion is. So, of course, you have to take information all around, but at one point, you have to stand with your own opinion. And this is really a question of making your two brains, your good brain and your head brain, working in synergy.
Yeah. And is this also what your 3D therapy is about?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So this is, yes. Can you explain your 3D therapy a little bit?
Okay. Your feeling, okay, is the fabric of your life. Every 250 milliseconds around, you have a new feeling, a new feeling, a new feeling, a new feeling, a new feeling. This is really the fabric of your life. And in fact, you only have this because all the stimuli that arrive to you, internally or externally, they are resumed in this feeling. This feeling tell you in real time what is your situation. When you get this affect, there is a small difference between affect and feeling. The affect is the summation, the quantic summation of all the information. But when it happens to you, it blossoms in the 3D, three dimension, this three-dimensional structure made by the body tension, the body activation, and the proto-representation, which is a belly feeling of well-being or a belly feeling of malaise. Okay? So, and when you concentrate at any time, you can say, for example, I'm tense, I'm relaxed, I'm really sleepy, or I'm well energized. Okay? Or you can say, I feel good or I feel bad. And so this affect blossom in those three dimensions. So at any moment, you are a point in this three-dimensional structure. But you are, and all the people around you are, all the planets are. So depending, we spoke a lot about psychological war, about the fear mongering, about COVID crisis and everything. So depending what what all the people get, okay, you can move the mass of the people vers malaise, okay, fear, or you can bring them on the side of well-being. But it seems that people are easier to manipulate when they are afraid. Okay, so you can imagine you are on one point. All the people around you are on one point. So depending how I can manipulate you, okay, what you feel, I can take you there or there. So if you work on yourself and work on your happiness, okay, you take your compass and bring it back to the well-being. So my goal will be to free as many people as possible so they can stay on the well-being side. Okay? You understand what I'm saying now? Because, the fear-mongering, okay, they would like to kill a lot of people, have some war, kill some more people, or children with or bad food or anything, okay? In the States, you have a lot about it now. Entre Kennedy Jr. and Trump, you hear a lot about that. But the fact is, it's not only in the States; it's all over the world. Okay, so if people work on themselves, and my guide is really to help people work on themselves. Okay, even without a therapist. Okay, if you are able to manage that and keep your compass on the well-being side, okay, much more difficult to manipulate.
Okay. So the most important thing is like you have like a positive attitude.
But the happiness really is an inside job. Okay? So if you have, for example, the monster anger, some people say they are sad. Most of the time, the sadness is like to hide the anger, okay? Because anger is like a taboo, okay? It's better to say I'm sad than I'm angry. But anyway, so when you work on yourself, okay, you can use the free guide and the 4 well-being tools, the well-being programs that I developed. So the well-being tools, they are the 3 breathing. It's small tools that you can use everywhere. Take only 1 minute. Not difficult.
Okay.
3 breathing.
1 minute. Yes, you can do that.
Breathe only through your nose and with your belly. Very deeply, okay? And hold it between every breath. So 3 times. Not difficult, less than 1 minute. But the thing is, it's automatic. You don't need to believe any blah blah, and it's still working. Why? Because it's mechanical. When you are stressed, all your organs, including your brain, are contracted. But when you are relaxed, all your organs expand. So when you breathe with your belly, you expand your organs and you send the message to your brain that you are relaxed. Okay? Easy.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the first tool. The second tool is a small pleasure every day. So what does it mean? Is be, how can I say? Take care of yourself and have small pleasure every day. So it can be a cup of coffee, for example, but it doesn't mean you drink your coffee. It means you appreciate your coffee.
Okay. So it's no matter how you consume it or whatever.
That means you are present. That means you are present. You are in the now. You appreciate your coffee. Okay? Like the 3 breathing. The 3 breathing, when you breathe, you are present. You recenter on yourself. Okay? The next tool is green walk. So green walk means going in nature. Green if possible, but some of my patients, they live on a boat, so it will be the beach, but okay. So in nature, okay.
Okay. Like a nature walk?
Exactly. At least 30 minutes and at least twice a week. Okay. And same thing, you walk not with your phone. Okay. You look around,
into
you
nature.
present. Okay.
Yes.
And the last tool is 20 minutes meditation every day. So
so like doing nothing. Don't think about anything.
Yeah, but just train already. Just
train.
I will say this. Sit on your cushion. That's it. You sit on your cushion, you don't move, activation as low as possible. You relax, tension as low as possible, and you let your thinking dry. So you leave your thinking space and you go down in your feeling space. So you can resource, you recenter, you resource, you recharge your energy. Okay? So meditation here is more a psychological tool than a spiritual tool. But I must say that now I arrive to this conclusion that our unconscious is a consciousness of the universe. Okay? Because those information arriving to us through the affect and then the feeling, okay, they're really the summation of the universe around us. Okay? So these 4 tools, if you can use them independently of any therapist.
Yeah, but you know what? But the meditation is harder than it sounds like, right? Because it's so hard to don't think of anything.
Yeah, but even after 30 years, okay, I will say meditation is not easy, but it's always different. Okay. And after some time, it's like you go to the gym. You don't expect to be the best one at the beginning, but you get better and better and better. Okay.
I got it.
And the thing is that meditation is not visualization. Okay. So be careful here. If you keep like a picture of a candle in your head, you're still in your thinking space.
Yeah.
Okay. If you listen to a guided meditation, nice to begin, but not after sometimes. Okay. always advise the beginner to take a guided meditation on breathing, okay, because it's really the base. But after some time, if you're still in the word space, okay, word space is thinking space. What you want is go in the feeling space where there is no words.
Yeah.
So good to begin, but after that, try something like nature sound. Okay, nature sound.
Yeah.
Birds, wind, wave, whatever you want. Okay?
Whatever you like.
Or even bell song. Okay, bells. Or bowl, you know, the Tibetan
Sure.
bowl. Whatever you want.
Yeah, the bowl.
No representation. Okay? And then time after time, maybe you stay in your feeling space something like 10 seconds, and after you can stay 1 minute, and after maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay? But the time you spend in your feeling space is really where you can resource your true self.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you go in your feeling space, you diffuse the stock affects, you know, like anger, sadness, whatever keep you down. Okay. You can diffuse them. This is how you can face your anger, because diffusing, okay, like this, it's help you to make it smaller, and it's not a monster anymore. Okay.
Okay.
So you can face it.
Okay.
You go through it and you finish with it.
Okay. And so if this would come to expats, like how can they benefit from it? Like how is this used for expat life? Like, because like expat life is not always just so easy. Walk in the park. Sometimes it takes like or there's a lot of stress involved, and not everything is the same, and
yes, but
lots of changes.
You have to understand, every time you have a satisfaction, you annihilate some frustration.
Okay.
But for that, you have to work for it. Okay? That means you have to bring yourself to something that is satisfying. So small pleasure, three breathings that can relax you. So the feeling to be relaxed, okay? The feeling to be serene after meditation. And the same feeling when you walk in nature, feeling serene. So yes, every day we have frustration, and frustration has the same nature than anger. Proof, when sometimes you get very angry for a very small thing and you don't even know from where it comes from. And after you say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that. Yeah, but it's done, because this small frustration is, woof, big tantrum.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, it's like a ball. Okay. When you have this anger in you, you have the ball. Okay. With some anger already, archaic anger. So if you have some frustration at one time, the ball will be overwhelming. Okay. But if you work on yourself with some satisfaction, it's like you empty the ball. Okay. So yeah, but you still have to work on yourself. Nobody can do it for you.
Okay. So the free user guide, I just make sure that it's gonna be in the show notes, so the listeners can find it there, so they can just click on it and then they'll see your free user guide.
So I explain the model, because it's really important that people understand how they work, the 3D affect structure. It's important to know how we function, because if we know how we function, we understand why we use the tools.
Yeah.
And where we are going also.
Yeah. And how is your therapy then different to let's say other expat coaching or like the regular therapy?
I don't think there is today something like regular therapy. All therapists,
Uh-huh.
okay, they come from different schools, but they also have influences of other schools. And I will say
Uh-huh.
every psychologist has in his own cooking, okay?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if I have to say something, I will say mindfulness. Okay, this is something that you can see a lot today. What kind of therapy? Mindfulness. That means being present. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing is, when I was working at the university, my research was on affect. So
Uh-huh.
I rediscover, because it was already discovered by Wundt, who is uh, founder of psychology. Okay,
Okay.
he
Uh-huh.
already had this, but strangely, it disappeared very quickly for
Okay.
other type of psychoanalysis, comportamental
Mm-hmm.
behavior psychology, and everything, and the psyche, which is the subject of the psychology, disappear. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now psychology study behavior, intelligence, but strangely, psyche disappear. Yeah,
Okay. Uh-huh.
so psyche, okay, this is the three structure, the affect, the three-dimensional structure of affect. This is
Uh-huh.
psyche. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
with this notion that psyche means spirit, okay, you know the link is direct. So Wundt created psychology to study psyche, and his own studies show three dimensions for feelings, for affect. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, everybody quickly forget about it. And
Okay.
and most of the people, they don't even know they have affect or feelings. Okay,
Right.
most of the time we speak about emotions, but emotion arrive very late in evolution, only with the great primate. Okay, and
Okay.
emotion, in one emotion you have a lot of feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and emotion is like a oversized feeling to show the group what you feel. Okay, it's a social event. An emotion is to show other what you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but really the what you feel can change very quickly. But an emotion take a certain time, and you spend a lot of energy for an emotion. So we cannot
Okay.
live only with emotion. It's
Okay.
too taxing. But
Okay.
feelings, okay, it's low level like this, but anytime you have a feeling, your life
Yeah.
is a fabric of feeling.
Yeah. So like definitely like the your therapy is for for everyone, but you can definitely as an expat when you arrive in a new country, you can definitely adapt to your therapy because it's like okay,
Uh,
like the culture here is so different with mine. This is stressing me out, but oh, but I really like the way they do, for example, the coffee. So I go enjoy their way of
exactly,
doing a
exactly.
coffee.
And the thing is, even if you are not in your culture, okay, those tools, you need only to use them. You don't need anyone to show them to you. You just need to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, you say before that meditation was hard. We don't ask to be illuminated. We just do meditation, which means we relax. Okay, we come
Mm-hmm.
inside, we recenter. Okay, this is
Okay.
a tool, a psychological tool that we can use alone, independently of any structure, social structure around us.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a foreigner in any country, you have your tools. Nobody can take them from you. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? No material necessary. no objects. Maybe a cushion.
Yeah.
A cushion will be nice for
Okay,
meditation
but
anyway.
like still, you can do it on the floor if you
Yeah, but
if you're okay with it.
yeah, I will say no, thank you. It's too
Yeah,
hard.
okay. Okay, it's too hard. Soft carpet.
Yeah, okay. Soft carpet, okay. But anyway, it's always better for meditation to have your how do you call this?
Hips?
Your hips a little higher than your knees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it helps you to keep your back straight.
Ah, okay.
And also, there is some difficulties sometimes for people to stay in. Don't try a full lotus. Half lotus is good. And even if you cannot sit on the floor, sit on a chair, it's okay.
It's
Okay?
good too. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So those tools, they are for everyone. But as an expat, okay, you can really have your tools everywhere. They follow you. You don't need to have a suitcase to put them in. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you don't have anyone around you, like friends or parents with whom you can speak, you can work
Uh-huh.
on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? If you really have issues that you cannot resolve alone, okay, yes, you can find a therapist online. Okay? But I will advise first try. Okay? And when I say try, it's not 1 week. When I say try, is 3 months. You get
Okay.
formatted as you are now in decades. So don't expect that in 3 months, magic wand, everything. No, you have to
Uh-huh.
be patient and perseverant. But
Yeah.
it's working. Okay, I can absolutely tell you it's working. And
Okay.
I want to add something. At the beginning you say, "Oh, meditation is hard." Hmm? But when you begin to understand how it transforms yourself, you really want to go every day on your cushion, and nobody will
Okay.
force you to
Okay.
do it.
Okay. Okay. I will try it because I also recently wrote a book about it. Read a book about it. Did not write it. I recently read a book about it, and the person was also like very speaking up for the meditation part. Mm. Can I also ask you, like, when you moved then to Singapore or to Korea or to Canada, did you also do these practices on yourself?
Always, always.
Yeah.
I began meditation when I was a student. Okay,
Uh-huh.
but my meditation was really not great. Okay, before I went to Korea, because in Korea I really learned how to do meditation. Okay, and when I said before, well, visualization is not meditation, it's mostly what I learned before to arrive in Korea. And
Uh-huh.
they corrected my ways, and it really transformed me doing it correctly. Okay,
Okay.
so I that's why I'm now advising people, be careful. Okay, visualization is not meditation. And
Mm-hmm.
if you think it is, you get stuck there, and it doesn't bring you anything as a change. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
Okay. And let me just look at my questions. And were you always working on the 3D therapy, or did you just like did this recently?
So what happened is, before I work on different subjects, okay, my specialization as a psychologist is children psychology. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so doing children psychology, you learn a lot, because children, they're like open books. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
what you learn with children, you can then apply it with adults, because with adults, it's more difficult. For example, when you work with children, things are moving much faster than with adults, because
Okay.
there is a kind of stock or sclerosis or habit that it's difficult to change. Change is difficult. Okay, there is no secret here. Change is difficult. But for children, it's much faster. So that's why I say no magic wand. Okay, as an adult, you get there with 20, 30, 40 years. Don't expect that in a few days or a few weeks you get better. No, change, you have to work for it. Okay, but I can tell you it's working. So this is the good news. Okay, because with my experience with so many people, I can tell you it's working. So if you get patient and persistent, you get transformed. And you will be very happy then because you will feel good in your own skin, which could be very important, as the only thing we can share with people around us is happiness.
Yeah, and this is like very nice, a nice thing to share.
Yeah.
And can you tell me for the listener also how people can find you?
You can go on my website. Okay, I'm not working on my website. Okay, there is a team working on the website.
Yeah,
but it's called www.psychologistexperts.online. And if you want the free guide called 3D Human Therapy, a user guide to who you are, you have to go on this website, www.psychologistexperts.online/3D form. And then you can download it freely. Okay. It's something like 30, 35 pages. I don't remember exactly, even if I work hard on it. Yes, begin. Okay, ready to begin. Easy to read and ready to begin. You have all the explanation you need to get motivated. Because if I give you only the tools and you don't understand the model, you don't understand why you use the tools. Okay, but if you understand, now you are motivated to do it. And there is also something I want to say. I spoke of this dimension between lack of unconditional love and monster anger and fear of the monster anger, and I cannot trust myself, so I have to control. And when we go beyond that, it's become I don't have self-confidence, and when we change it, it become I love myself, I can trust myself, I have self-confidence, and I'm psychologically independent. It's nice to be financially independent, but it's even nicer to be psychologically independent. But, So this is the main axe of the model. But there is another axe. When you have the monster anger inside you, you are a bad person. So if you are a bad person, you have to punish yourself, which means auto-sabotage, which means, oh, I can buy a gift for other people, but I'm not worthy to buy a gift to myself. Okay? How many people do you know they can buy nice gift for other people, but never get something for themselves?
Okay? Oh yeah, plenty. Okay? I mean, I also wouldn't think of it like buy a nice gift for me.
Yeah, but yes,
you know,
if you are worthy, you deserve the best. Okay, we only have one life.
Yeah, okay? You're right.
Okay, as I said before, small pleasure every day. Okay, it can be buying something for yourself also. It can be an ice cream. It can be a 5 minutes call with your friend. But the main thing is appreciate and be present.
Okay.
Okay. All the tools, the goal of the 4 tools is to bring you back, to recenter, to be in the now, be present in your own life. Okay?
Yeah.
If you live in your head, you are lost. This is alienation. This is being an alien to yourself.
Okay.
Okay? But if you recenter, you are really alive. Being alive means I feel. Being a zombie is I think. So if you bring both together, you are still living, okay? But if you only think and never present in your life, okay, you're a zombie.
Yeah.
And feeling is only present time, okay? Feeling is only present time. Thinking is past or future, but never present. That means you are in a tunnel, okay? Okay, thinking is the first virtual stage. After, if you get lost on TV, this is the second virtual stage. If you are lost in computer games, some of my patients came because they had some addiction with computer games. This is a third level. And imagine after that, if you have a meta system, okay, and everything is virtual, you are not alive anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So being present in your own life.
And as you said, like you don't need any big tools to carry around in your suitcase to do your
No.
your
The first
guide.
tool, in fact, is the model. If you understand how you function, okay, you can manage yourself. The guide, okay, is a user guide to who you are. Okay, if you understand yourself, how you function, nobody never told you about your feeling space. Nobody never told you about your good brain. Okay, nobody never tell you there is a possibility for your two brains to work together so you don't have internal conflict and you can trust your own opinion.
All right.
So yeah, I think it's important. And
Yeah, no, it is.
I truly believe it's free people.
Yeah, no, it is. It sounds also very doable, you know? It's like it's something that everybody can do. Everybody
Absolutely.
has find some time for it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, you take a shower every day, okay?
Yeah.
20 minutes. 20 minutes meditation, a shower for your mind, okay?
Yeah.
But if you can feel good in your own skin, like in the pub, no price, okay? Feeling good in my own skin. This is what everyone wants. And I want to say something else. You have the right to be selfish, to be happy. Because as I said before, the only thing you can share with other people is happiness. Okay? When we are born, objects don't exist. Objects appear in the social link. Okay? You see what I mean here?
Yeah.
We are linked only socially. Objects
Yeah.
exist only in the social link.
Yeah.
So when we are born, okay, there is no object. Object don't exist.
Right.
Okay. So what does it mean? It's nice to give gift, but the only thing you can really give to other people is happiness. Okay. And this is real altruism. If you are happy, you bring good vibe to everyone around you.
Yeah.
But if you have bad vibe, okay, for example, see how people flee when someone is depressed. Okay.
Yeah, right. It's also you also give that over to the next person.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you allow yourself to be selfish to become happy, that means taking care of you, taking the time to take care of yourself. Okay. This is the best altruism because it is the only thing you can share with other people, happiness.
All right. All right. That sounds really good. And that sounds very manageable. All right. Thank you for sharing. I think we're coming to an end.
Okay.
So thank you so much for being on my podcast and telling everyone about your free user guide and how to be happy, especially and that it's that everybody can do it. And if you are somewhere new, definitely go explore and find new things that make you happy.
Exactly. And if you find yourself alone anywhere in any country, okay, you don't need anyone. You don't need a social structure to do it. By yourself, for yourself, you can do it.
Okay. Well said in the end. All right. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Victoria. Bye-bye. Nice
Bye.
to have been here. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. All right, that was it from this week. So don't forget to check the show notes. All the information that you need, it's all there. And don't forget to subscribe and, of course, support the podcast in any form that you want to. All right, and then, of course, if you want to be a guest or if you want to leave a comment, you can reach out to me via email. It's worldscollide123pod@gmail.com, or you can find me on the socials, more Instagram, at worldscollidepod. It's one word. All right, and that was it from this week. I'll see you. Bye.